only at McDonald's.
Meow.
Hi everyone, my name is Morgan, or Soybean as I go by online, and today I want to talk to you about McDonald's toys. McDonald's toys are something that have been around forever, or since 1979 if you want to get specific. As of August 2025, the time that I'm filming this video, they are still a huge thing. The craze for McDonald's Happy Meal toys has only gotten crazier since their latest release at the time of making this video, the Little McDonald's Bunch.
Welcome to McDonald's. Beep, beep, beep.
You can take a little piece of McDonald's home with one of 21 Little McDonald's toys.
I recently joined a Facebook group dedicated to just McDonald's toy collectors, and while the Little McDonald's toys aren't the center of attention, they are definitely the hot topic of the group right now. People post their own collections, their duplicates, their finds, and even try to sell off duplicates to other group members. Most of the people in this group are experienced and determined collectors, while I, on the other hand, just have this shelf. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have the whole collection and eventually display it all in my house, but for right now, I'm just a broke college student, so can you just leave me alone? Although my Little McDonald's collection is small, I post on the group all the time. It's a really sweet community where I can actually show off a little bit, the only niche I'm good at. And ever since I got my first Little McDonald's toys from the Bunch, the restaurant, I've been trying to find something that fits inside this thing. In case you don't know, the roof comes off, so it's kind of like a little building set. And these are the chairs. These are microscopic. To reference one of the things commented on my Facebook post, this is the size of a blood cell. So as you can tell, it's pretty hard to find toys that are that tiny. But I recently just moved, so I got to go through all of my office stuff once again. And as I was going through this, I found a little tiny decor miniature set of people. And of course my camera's not going to focus on it, but it's this little tiny girl that I got from Hobby Lobby years ago. And she has been the only thing that has fit inside of this restaurant that I have been able to find. So when I found this out, I was super excited about it. So I took some pictures of the restaurant and this little cutie patootie inside of it and posted it on the Facebook group with the caption, "I have found one toy that fits inside the Little McDonald's restaurant. Does anyone know of any other toys that fit good inside the restaurant?" Now, usually my posts on Facebook, they go unnoticed, or they get like 3 likes, and I'm like, 3 people are with me, yeah. This post actually got a little bit of traction. It's only 88 likes, but let me have this moment, please. And surprisingly, the comments were actually really helpful. Lots of people suggested mini Polly Pockets, mini Barbies, more mini people from Hobby Lobby or Amazon, and many other miscellaneous suggestions. But one suggestion stood out to me like nothing I have ever been suggested before in my life. Ants. The living, breathing creature, like the bugs, those. Now obviously, you can probably tell just from this screenshot that this suggestion is a joke. And I don't condone telling your children to play with ants because there are certain types of ants that can bite and be harmful. And it's also probably not the most sanitary thing. But I'm an adult, so I can make my own choices, so of course I wanted to try it. So I sat down and concocted a plan. So the place I live at now, because like I said, I just moved, it is upstairs, so we don't really have like a real lawn or like a yard. We don't really have grass here. At least none that I would feel comfortable filming on and making this video on. But I already had plans today to go back to my parents' house and help my mom with some yard and outdoor work. So I just figured that I would film out there. So the plan is to bring my little mini restaurant with me to my parents' house, buy a Happy Meal on the way there, set it up for the ants, and then film it to see what they do. My 2 goals for the video is number 1, to see if ants fit in here, because just the scale of this thing I just really don't know. And number 2, to see if they do fit in here, if they'll sit at these little table and chairs like a real restaurant. Now I'm going to show you that clip. So I did exactly that. I took my restaurant off of its little place in my shelf, brought them outside with me to put in my car, wrapped them up all nice and secure in a seatbelt, and off we went to none other than McDonald's. Thank you. Have a good day. My phone is being held up by my steering wheel, so this isn't the best angle, but is what we're gonna have to do because I don't have the money to buy filming equipment. We got our Happy Meal. But first, we're gonna see what toy I got. Oh my gosh! Dude! It's the little, oh my gosh, and the handle comes off? My mom is gonna freak out! Does it come with stickers? It does! Just to clear a few things up here, my mom is obsessed with the Boo Buckets they come out with every year, and she told me if I managed to get one out of these blind boxes that she would absolutely adore it because it's a miniature Boo Bucket. I mean, who wouldn't adore it? And I didn't know if I was going to get one before the season ran out that these things went away. So I'm super, super excited about this. Oh my gosh, my mom is going to freak out. Yes! All right, I need to go head home. So I sped home as fast as I could to begin making my ANTS restaurant. So firstly, I had to remove the little girl that I put in it earlier because this is no longer for this little girl. This is a restaurant for ANTS only. Specifically, a McDonald's restaurant for ANTS only. Now, because this is a McDonald's restaurant, we can't serve them anything other than McDonald's food. So in order to create these little sandwiches and little fries and everything else that you see me put in here later, I just tore off a bunch of little tiny pieces from my McDonald's Happy Meal. Look, it's not the most creative thing, but I really wanted to eat because I was starving. The Happy Meal I always get is the cheeseburger Happy Meal with extra fries instead of the apple slices and a Hi-C orange to drink. So that's exactly what these ants are going to eat because I'll be damned if I have to buy 2 Happy Meals for this video. Also, yes, my name is McSwirlypants on the McDonald's app. Don't ask any questions, okay? Anyways, to make the little cheeseburger for the ants, I ended up just using 2 pieces of bread and smushing a little piece of the beef patty inside that I tore off from my regular cheeseburger. I tried to set the quote-unquote sandwich down on the table as the best I could, but because the sandwich was so large and the table was so small, it was really hard to get it to sit properly, so I kinda just let it do its own thing. As for the fries, dang it. I just ripped off smaller portions of them because there was no way I was going to be able to find a fry that tiny, but it ended up getting stuck in between the table and the wall, and there was no way for me to get it out. So I just kind of let it stay there because there's always fries on the floor at McDonald's anyways. I mean, have you ever been inside of a McDonald's? Let's just put another little fry on the table. So at this point, I wasn't really worried about the aesthetic look of the food because as long as the food's in there, the ants will not care. I just wanted to incorporate my drink somehow, and what better way to do that than by adding just a little spill on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the coolest meal I ever saw.
It is definitely not the most appealing meal to look at, but this is the finished product of my ant-themed McDonald's restaurant. Now it's time to go do some field work. Now, thankfully, because this was my parents' house, I do remember where all the ant colonies are. I couldn't remember which exact rock it was under, so I flipped up this one that looked like the ant colony had died out, but luckily it was just under the rock that I didn't flip over. There they are. Now that I knew the ant colony was there for sure, I walked back over to go pick up my McDonald's ant restaurant and bring it over to the ants. To make sure this experiment even had a remote sense of success, I sat and watched the ants for just a couple minutes and realized none of them seemed very interested in the house, even though it already had food in it. So I tried to put in some more pieces of fries just by sprinkling it into the ant colony, not really worried about where it landed. A few of them landed in the restaurant, and a couple of them landed outside of the restaurant. And even after putting all of that extra food in, there was really not much attention to the restaurant by the ant colony. Once I picked up the restaurant, you could clearly see that the ants cared more about the food touching their colony than the restaurant sitting on top. I decided to relocate the restaurant on top of our picnic table, and this is where my cat comes in and tries to eat literally everything I just set up. No. For reference, this is our outdoor cat, Hisser. She's not really our cat, she just kind of lives on my parents' property, and we've fed her for the past, 8 years, I think. But regardless, before you all call me out for not feeding my cat or anything,
He gets fed twice a day and watered. Sunlight on the weekends, okay?
no, but seriously, she gets fed twice a day, and I gave her and my other outdoor cat, Charcoal, a fry right before this because they were bugging me during this entire process. Besides the few times that my cat Hisser shows up in this, and when the hamburger wrapper flies over, which you'll see in a little bit, this is the view we have for the rest of the Ant restaurant. Keep in mind, I filmed this restaurant sitting here for at least 30 minutes. This is sped up for your convenience and to save time on my video so it's not overwhelmingly boring. Right here is where goal 1 is officially met for my video. Now the ant didn't go through the doorway all the way because there is a piece of fry blocking it, but you can clearly see the size comparison between the doorway and the ants, confirming that ants can fit inside the little McDonald's restaurant. This little ant that I've zoomed in on crawls all the way around that makeshift burger I made and finally lands his seat on the chair. No, it's not perfect, but neither is anything else in this restaurant, so I'll take it. Goal 2 complete. Now that there's no more goals to be met, I just let the experiment run on its own for a while until my cat, very unpredictably, ate it. Like, she literally picked it up and ran away with it to eat it. I'm sorry to any ants watching this video. I know that must have been hard to witness. Anyways, apart from the mass murder we just witnessed from my cat, a few notes from this that I wanted to mention briefly are: number 1, the ants really enjoyed eating these onions on my cheeseburger wrapper, and honestly, I think there might have been more on the wrapper than there was in the restaurant. So that kind of sucks because the video was really tallied around how many ants would go inside the restaurant and not on my burger wrapper. My other note is that after watching the video back, I did see a few other ants sitting in the restaurant chairs, and I just think that's really adorable that they're actually using them as real chairs. I know they don't understand, and they probably never will, but I wish I could tell them that they make me really, really happy when they do that. Hi, I'm back, and I'm in different clothes because it's a different day. Yes, this is a multiple day project. Do you think videos edit themselves? But enough about me. What did we learn? What was the takeaway from this video? Did we learn anything? Anything at all? To be quite honest with you, I don't think I did learn anything apart from the goals I set for myself. This was just a funny little experiment I made based off a Facebook comment I got in a McDonald's collector group. Which, speaking of that group, I will leave their link in the description, so hopefully you can go check them out and give them some love. And maybe even join it yourself if you're a collector like I am. Let me know if I should make more videos like this pertaining to McDonald's or ants, or both. It is really the only niche I'm good at. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!